Renee Skinner. Good morning, and thank you so much for joining us on the Morning Brunch.
And I'm Nathan Kitchens.
Yes, indeed. Here's what's on the menu for today's brunch. We're going to take a look at our favorite stories of the day. Then I'll introduce you to this week's CI Hero.
Also, I'll give you a look at today's weather in our last bite.
All right. So do we want to do Try It Tuesday first? Because it is Try It Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll go ahead right off the bat with Try It Tuesday.
Okay, so I got my little mask here.
Okay.
Nathan, you brought, what was it, chips earlier?
Yeah, I brought chili lime chips.
Right.
And I also brought some cheese crackers. They were flavored with Parmesan and oregano.
Okay.
You weren't a huge fan.
No.
I didn't think they were amazing, but they were pretty good. But this last one it's a treat that a lot of people love. It's a different kind of flavor on it. So I think it'll be pretty good. So I think you'll recognize right off the bat what it is.
I smell peanut butter.
Oh,
is
yes,
peanut butter
you
in
sure
there?
do. Yeah, there certainly is. Peanut butter paired with something else that always goes great together.
Oh, man. Okay, is it some sort of, what is that? Bar of candy.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's bar of candy.
Something, what's it called? It has a picture of a little elf on it.
Crackle, pop.
Yes. Snap, crapple, pop. Snap, crapple. I can't
Try to say that 3 times fast. Okay.
But I taste chocolate too.
You do, yes, and that's correct. There's peanut butter, there's chocolate, and you're eating a Rice Krispie treat here.
That's what it's called. Oh,
there you go.
No, these are pretty good.
Yeah. Okay. I've never had this kind before.
Do you like it?
It's pretty good. Yeah. I always prefer like the original of everything.
Me too.
I would prefer the original ones. I mean, these are fine though. I mean, they have a good flavor.
Absolutely.
You just can't go wrong with peanut butter paired with some chocolate. So it's kind of a different scoop on a treat that so many people love.
Yeah. I remember eating the cereal.
Oh, yes. All the time.
But we got the low budget cereal and it was called Price.
The generic,
Price Krispie treat. No, I'm just kidding. That's not true. But we did get the generic version.
We always got Fruity Tooties instead of Fruit Loops.
Yep. Yep.
I always thought it was so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But thank you for bringing in the snacks, buddy. Yeah.
So where would we rate this?
I would rate this at I'd say an 8.
Oh,
It's
wow.
up there
So
with
this
me.
is definitely the highest rating that you've given today. For me, I'll rate this, I'll give it a 7. That's pretty solid. Yeah.
Can I take one home?
Take the whole thing if you want. So, yes.
You ain't got to tell me twice, buddy. All right.
It's all yours.
Well, thank you so much again, Nathan. Good stuff. All right. We're going to move on to what's on our plates. The Taylorville Police Department posted a Scott's Law violation video online to send a clear message. Now, here's what's on my plate. The video shows a car swerving close to officers who were pulled over on a traffic stop. Taylorville's police chief says he wants people to remember that the state requires you to slow down or move over if you see an emergency vehicle. He says he's thankful the officer in the squad car in this video was in his vehicle, not outside of it. Otherwise, he may have been hit. Now, the chief says your decisions on the road have serious consequences. And this story definitely stood out to me because it is just so important to just follow the rules of the road. And I'm not going to lie, like I've made some mistakes as a young person driving. There was one occasion where I honked at a car who was stopped. And the car was stopped because an ambulance was coming. Oh, man. And he was if that had been me, like, I would have ran into that ambulance.
Yeah, well, I've gotten angry before at a car that was stopped. I was like, it's a green light, why are you stopped? And then I realized there's sirens coming down, and it's like, okay. Well.
And my problem is, too, like, I crank my music up, so
yes,
a lot of
you can't
times,
hear it. That's my problem, too.
Yeah, so you got to follow the rules of the road, and police officers and EMS crews, you know, they're putting their lives on the line to save other people's lives.
Yes.
So you definitely want to follow the rules of the road. I remember there was another occasion where an ambulance was coming and like I didn't see it. So like I went ahead and made a turn, but they were looking at me so mean and I just felt so bad. So yeah, definitely follow the rules of the road or you will be scolded and you will be that jerk.
Oh man.
That people are like,
I know a lot of intersections with new technology that's coming out. Now they have like the flashing light that you know when a siren's approaching because it'll flash like a white light. or like the light will stay a certain way so that people can't go.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's interesting. I was reading actually earlier this year, I said for last year, I think there were like 14 move over violations or move over crashes involving state troopers in Illinois last year. And I think the year before there were more than 20. So, and already 2 so far this year from what I read. So just in January alone. So it's important to move over when you do see police car, if they're on the shoulder helping somebody.
Yeah.
Did you hear about a lot of incidents where you know, police officers are severely injured because they're helping somebody out along the interstate. They got a flat tire or whatnot, and then somebody's just not paying attention, and they just run straight into them, putting their lives in danger. So I can't imagine being a state trooper, our officers, our first responders that are put their lives on the line each and every day. I mean, not everybody can do that. Because I know, like for me, like Friday, I actually broke down on the interstate. And
you didn't even call me?
No, well, because I was not. Well, because I was not. I wasn't even in the area. I was in Champaign.
Oh yeah, you would have been on your own.
I was on my own, like an hour and a half away. But no, I mean, it was like kind of a scary thing being on. I was far enough over. Luckily, I was pretty far on the shoulder there. But I know, like when the tow driver came, he was so frustrated at all these drivers. Like, move over, move over. Why are these cars not getting over? I'm trying to. You know, so that was kind of scary. So
Did you get everything fixed and stuff?
It's my car's sitting right now in Champaign at a Ford dealer.
Oh,
they're like,
my
well, by the end of the
gosh.
week, hopefully we can look at it. They don't, of course, there's no telling. I'm thinking it's like a fuel pump because it just happened very suddenly.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they don't call me and say, oh, you need a new engine, $8,000.
No,
you know?
we're going to say some prayers for that.
We'll see what happens. But
okay.
no,
Don't
luckily,
be hitchhiking on that road. You better call me.
Well, luckily, I've got a rental car, so it's all good.
Good deal.
But just a reminder, people who might be dealing with a car that's broke down, police officers on the side of the road, just always remember to move over if you can. I know sometimes you can't. Just pay attention and slow down. So
absolutely.
What may play today? Well, we of course had some very cold weather as of late, and not just around here, but even down in Florida. An unexpected cold snap had folks having a bit of fun while also helping clear out an invasive species. So video shows a man taking a group of cold-stunned iguanas, yes, you heard that right, and laying under them, joking that he's trying to sleep. His blanket is part of an executive order from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, temporarily allowing people to remove the invasive iguanas from the wild without a permit. More than 1,000 iguanas were brought to FWC offices on Sunday alone. And this story stuck out to me just because, I mean, Florida is not used to dealing with cold like this. And I can't imagine having the bravery to just literally lay there and pile up all these iguanas on top of you, because I was reading that the iguanas can get kind of defensive when they do wake up after being cold stunned. And they say that can happen very suddenly, that they can wake up and they might bite you and they might get defensive because they think you're trying to hurt them. So I don't know if I'd be brave enough to do that. I don't really know if that would be a very warm blanket anyway, having those iguanas, those cold-blooded species on you. But it's interesting. I think it said once the temperature gets closer to 50, that's when they kind of wake up and they're back.
They unthaw.
They unthaw. So, yeah, I mean, that would be a wild thing to have to worry about. It's like, you know, the temperature's falling, but not only is the temperature falling, but you've got iguanas falling out of trees.
Yeah.
Not something you have to worry about around here, at least in Illinois, so that's a plus. But
I feel like this guy just was like, I'm gonna see how many views I can get.
You know that was the first thing. Yes, that was the whole intention. Because you know, doing something off the rails like that, you know you're going to get a lot of views, a lot of shares. It's going to go crazy.
And look, we're talking about it.
I saw it on Facebook yesterday, and then of course this morning it's on our Hot Shots segment. So yeah, it's definitely been seen a lot.
What a turkey that guy was. Well, all right. It is time for us to take a break, but we've got your CI Hero coming up next. Stick around. Welcome back. Showcasing how to lead with integrity and empathy. Rebecca Brumfield highlights Peoria County's Carmisha Turner as this week's CI Hero.
Inside the Peoria County Sheriff's Office, Under Sheriff Carmisha Turner prioritizes the safety of her staff and detainees at the jail. As the corrections superintendent, she values the dedication and commitment of her team.
I enjoy what I do, so it's not a struggle for me. It is a big job, But I would be remiss if I didn't include my staff, my correctional staff. They're amazing. Like, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them.
Turner also holds education and health advocacy in high regard through her work with Living to Serve Foundation.
A lot of people don't realize the amount of resources that are available to women, you know, in this fight. There's resources for education, shows you how to live a healthier life, financial literacy. So there's a wide range of resources that we provide.
She says it's a personal passion project that impacts the community for the better.
The first event I went to, I mean, it was small, maybe 20 to 30 women attended, and then now it's huge. So, and I think that's why we had to, you know, move spaces. So it's amazing.
Living to Serve is hosting Sisters Rock 2026 on April 11th at the Life Together Center in Peoria. The free event runs from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Registration details are on ciproud.com. In Peoria County, Rebecca Brumfield, WMBD News.
And you can nominate someone in your community to be our next CI hero. The submission form is underneath the community tab on ciproud.com. All right, here's our first topic, a new poll revealing just how close dog owners are with their furry friends. From having conversations with them, sharing the bed, and eating from the same plate. Yeah. Oh, gross. 97% think of their dog as a member of the family. The research shows the top things people include their furry friends in. Topping the list, talking to them or having video calls while they're apart. Around half say they dress their dogs up in clothes or have social media accounts dedicated to their pet. Also on the list, throwing birthday parties for them, bringing them on vacation, and making paw print art or keepsakes.
Aww.
I could see the paw print art, but I don't know about the other stuff they were talking about.
I'm guilty.
Social media?
Yeah, I'm guilty of that. I made a Facebook page for my dog, Dolly.
Are you
and it's still
serious?
up there, even though she passed on for like 7 years now.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we would post the weirdest stuff on there. I was, you know, I made it when I was like a teenager and just having fun, posting all these pictures of her. And there's even like statuses that we would like make like that she would be posting. It's usually related to food, and it's just so funny. I just look back on there sometimes, and it said her birthday. It popped up back in January. We put her birthday in there. It's in January.
Yeah.
And so just randomly it pops up Dolly Madison's birthday. So I was like, oh, it's like. It's been like 7 years now.
And people are putting on her page, happy birthday. Oh my goodness.
She has like 20 friends, I think, on there.
That's a big deal.
I know.
For me, I think talking to my dogs is the #1 thing I do. And I think they understand what I'm saying, at least. I think. Like my little dog, Viola Davis, she'll just roll on her back when I talk, and she just wants a belly rub.
Yeah.
But Winston, he'll like study my face, like he's trying to understand what I'm saying. Because I'll say, hey, I got to go back to work. Okay, are you going to be good? And he just stares at me. He'll look off like, this chick is leaving me again. So, I mean, yeah, the dogs definitely become like a part of your life. And I think as long as I have air to breathe, I will have a dog in my house.
Yeah.
You know?
I used to talk to my dog, and I swore that she understood. And like my cats are the same way at my parents' house.
Yeah.
I talk to them all the time like they're just regular people. And I swear that they know what I'm saying, as they react to what I'm saying. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, traveling in the age of artificial intelligence has created a new problem. If you book a vacation, make sure the destination actually exists.
Oh, boy.
An Australian tour company's website has been sending travelers to hot springs in northern Tasmania that is not real. The now deleted blog for Tasmania Tours was showing recommendations for the Weldboro Hot Springs. It was billed as a peaceful escape and a favorite among hikers. The problem, the hot springs, was dreamed up by the AI program used by the tour company. The company's owner told ABC News, quote, "Our AI has messed up. There is one person who benefited from this, the owner of the only hotel in Weldboro."
Of course.
She says people have been showing up in droves, but she has to explain that there is no hot springs in the area. Yikes.
Oh boy. That scammers are always looking for ways to like take your money, get in your wallet, get your personal info.
Yes.
So I think it's best if you have like, if you're going to Australia, book through a travel agent, someone trusted, so that, or do it yourself. But you know, research the I guess, entity you're going through to make those reservations and whatnot. Because yeah, you just do it the right way, people.
Yes.
If it's too good to be true, chances are it is.
Unfortunately, yeah. Do a little more research before you assume everything, because AI can't always get everything right. So just be extra careful.
Absolutely. Well, here's a good question. How old do you want to live to in the future? We could be living to 150 years old. Scientists say this is mostly thanks to advancements in technology and popularity of anti-aging trends. They say if research and testing continues, it's almost guaranteed that humans will age slower. They don't know exactly when this might happen, but say the ability to reach your 150th birthday has become more possible in recent years.
Okay. So we're going back to like the Bible era where people lived to be several hundred years old.
Yes,
there were some people that were like over 900 in Genesis, I think. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind living to 150. It's just, how would my body feel? Like, would I have the body of a 150-year-old?
I don't want to be like writhing in pain for 50 years because I lived to be that old.
Yeah.
Once I start feeling pain, just take me. You know, or take me. But yeah, I was reading, it was funny because I was looking, like, I was curious who the oldest person was to actually live. And it said the oldest documented person was like 122.
Wow.
I think it was in Scotland. It was somewhere, I think it's somewhere in Europe. I can't remember. But it said like she smoked her whole life. And it's like people were looking into like, how did she live to be that long? And I don't know. So
I think it has to do with genetics too.
Genetics play a big role.
So.
Yeah.
My grandmother, she lived until she was 90. And I wouldn't mind living until I was 90.
Yeah,
okay, reach that. Throw me a birthday party and then, Lord, time to go. So, hey, but if we're going towards the trend of living longer, I welcome it as long as people feel good while living longer.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one of the things that causes the most tension in the workplace right now, it's hot desking. That's when employees don't have assigned desks. Instead, they share a workspace. In some offices, people have their favorite areas. So when they walk in and they find someone else setting up shop in their usual spot, it can lead to some tension, or maybe the other person leaves the workspace messy or takes up too much room. Workplace etiquette experts say the best thing to do in a situation is to remind yourself the desk does not belong to you, and they say try to use kindness first and work out a compromise.
My thing is, if you don't like if you don't like my work process, don't sit at my desk. Like, and I have like a coffee cup there with a little coffee smudge on the desk.
Oh, yeah.
I probably have dust gathering on the keyboard, but just don't use my computer. I feel like we need assigned desks, you know, so that I'm not wondering where my pen went. I'm not wondering where my earphones went. So I just think assigned desks work best.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's that way in like church, when you go to church and you have the usual spot where you kind of sit every Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
And then somebody else, some other family, maybe they're new and first time you've seen them and they decide to sit there and you just feel so awkward and you almost like want to say something to them. But it's like, that's not your assigned seat.
Yeah, so. I've sat in people's seats and they have been so offended at church. Like, it's almost like I ran over their dog. That's why they were just so upset that I had the audacity to sit in their seat and like, it's church, come on. Like,
you gotta really watch like Easter Sunday, like, because that's when like a lot of people go to church that don't normally come, and that's when you really have a good chance of losing your seat unless you put your coat down or put something there reserved. So
get there early.
Yeah, get there early.
Good grief. Well, new research shows men may think they're better drivers than women, but the stats say otherwise. A recent survey found most men rank themselves as excellent behind the wheel. Of course they do, even though they're far more likely to speed, tailgate, and roll through stop signs. Women, on the other hand, were more likely to call themselves cautious or average drivers, yet they're involved in fewer accidents overall. Here's an interesting one. Women actually pass their driving tests at higher rates than men, so basically guys are more confident, just not more correct.
Okay. I can kind of agree with that. I know some guys who are terrible drivers because they're too confident. They think they know best and they think they own the road. They're big trucks and tailgating everybody,
of course,
swerving in and out of the lanes. And it's a little out of hand.
I remember in college, my friend's boyfriend and I got into an argument about women drivers, and he was just saying women can't drive. So you want to know what happens the next hour? He slams his car right into the back of a light post.
Uh-oh.
And I was just like, ooh, I just said, thank you, God. Thank you. You're proving my point. Yes. So, you know, like, I think we're good drivers, but maybe we have different characteristics that make us good drivers, you know. But I do think women are more cautious on the road than men.
I'm a man, but I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
For the most part, so.
All right, well, we're going to park it for now. And that was lame, wasn't that?
No,
lame?
I thought it was pretty solid.
All right.
Nice
we're
little
gonna
segue.
Park it for now, let you take the wheel, but you better not make a U-turn. What? No, wait, make a U-turn. Because we'll be right back after
That's
this.
right. Welcome back to Morning Brunch. As we come to a close, here's your last bites. We'll start with the joke of the day. Why did Dracula take cold medicine?
Oh, great. Does it have to do with blood?
You're on the right track.
Does it have to do with him being a bat? Garlic?
I'll give it away. To stop his coughing.
Oh my God. Oh,
Not bad, not
yeah,
bad.
that's pretty good. I just wish I could get some of these jokes, you know? Just wish this noggin would work, but, you know, I know your noggin is working because this forecast
It's starting to warm up a little bit outside. Right now we've got some cloud cover, but we'll get back to sunshine for the afternoon. Right now we're at 28 degrees. We got up to 31 this afternoon with clearing skies. And that extended forecast really not looking too bad. 29 tomorrow, but then we're up in the mid-30s Thursday there. Friday 41, and by Monday of next week we're at 42, and we could even have some 50s next week too. So
I think we're gonna make it there.
It's going to be amazing. So
I do.
We're looking much better than we were a week ago. So
Yeah.
we'll take it.
Yeah, even 31 degrees feels all right.
It's okay.
You
Yeah,
know?
without much wind and some sunshine, we're doing all right. So
we can handle it. All righty. Well, thanks, Nathan. That's all the time we have for you this morning.
have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow.